But I went in and got a pregnancy verification, and I had to bring it to my healthcare office, and I got completely covered by Medi-Cal. And so I called my doctor Owens, that I have gone to for getting in for Lorelai. Made an appointment for a week and a half ago. On December 20th, I made the appointment. And on that Friday, on the 17th, the office tries calling here, but the phones were dead. So they call Cedric on his cell phone and say that the appointment is canceled because he doesn't take my Medi-Cal anymore, Medi-Cal Health Net anymore. And so I had to wait until I tried like doing internet research, because I don't have long distance here. So I tried like doing some research to find another provider that would take it. But I could only do so much from here without a long distance cell phone or a long distance phone. So I had to wait till Monday, and I called Dr. Owens and confirmed that they wouldn't take me. And then I had to call like 24 other places, and it was like, do you take Medi-Cal? Oh, no, sorry, we don't. Okay, thank you, goodbye. Hi, do you take Medi-Cal? Oh, no, sorry. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, do you take, call another one, do you take Medi-Cal? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, good. Okay, so does your doctor do this? Oh, yes. Okay, does he do this? Yes, we can do that. Okay, so I'd like to schedule an appointment, please. Oh, sorry, he's not taking new patients right now. Okay, goodbye. So I called all over the place looking for another doctor, and a lot of the phone numbers were like wrong, or they had moved or quit, or it was crazy. And I was getting really discouraged and disheartened. I'm like, this should not be this difficult to have a baby. And I finally found one, and I just had a really bad feeling, because we were such creatures of habit, and I have been comfortable with Dr. Owens. And the one time we had to switch from him, the doctor we got was a jerk and very pious, and we clashed really badly. And I knew there was something wrong with my baby, and that it wasn't growing right, and that the dates weren't matching up according to how big the baby was measuring, because I knew when I got pregnant, and I was estimating I was 10 weeks, or I knew I was like 10 weeks, and the baby was measuring like 7. So I tried telling my doctor that there was something wrong, and he wouldn't listen to me, and he just kept making up excuses of things that it could have been, like oh, maybe it was a false positive. And I'm like, how could it be a false positive? I'm pregnant. And so I ended up, that was the baby I ended up miscarrying, and so he just wouldn't listen to me, and that was my experience with switching providers. So I felt really uneasy about doing that again, and I wasn't completely satisfied with Dr. Owens anyway, because he missed both of my kids' births anyway. And a lot of times when we had an appointment with him, he would be occupied elsewhere, either at a different delivery or just out of town or whatnot. And so a lot of times I wouldn't even see him. But I still really liked his staff, and we were comfortable, with the routine of what we had been used to. So having even crappier insurance and going to the thought of going to even possibly a worse doctor just made me feel really dreaded and uneasy. So I called and I made an appointment, and she said, okay, well, you need to bring in pregnancy verification. That's kind of why I was going, and insurance and all that other stuff, and children are not allowed, no exceptions. And I'm thinking, great, I'm still nursing. And I didn't even bother arguing with her because she said no exceptions. So I figured, okay, well, we'll have to find a sitter for the baby. And I'm sitting here like drumming my fingers, and I'm thinking, I really don't like the feeling I have. So I followed my gut, which I need to do more often, because I called the midwife, and she was very friendly, and we talked about the weather, and she was like really personal, like right from the start. And I asked her, do you come up to Lake Isabella from Bakersfield? And she said she does, and she does solely home births, so it's not like a birth center. And at first, that wasn't what I was expecting. It's not what I was hoping for. But almost immediately, that appealed to me. And I was like, that's great, And, we chatted about, because it had been raining. It was really freak weather for this part of California. It had been raining for 4 or 5 days straight. And all the roads were like blocked off, and practically a lot of them got destroyed actually because of landslides and just the water like ripping them up. So there was a lot of flooding, and so she was saying that obviously she wouldn't be able to come up to Lake Isabella during a time like this. And I said, well, that's okay, because I think I'm due in July and hopefully it won't be pouring. And so we scheduled a consultation for the week after that, and it was for a Monday. And actually I thought we were going to have to cancel it again. And mind you, this had been like the 3rd or 4th time I've had to cancel something. And I've been this close to getting an ultrasound over and over, and had to cancel it. And, I tried getting a doctor's appointment around 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and now here I am about 10 weeks, and I just met with her 2 days ago on Monday. Today is Wednesday. So, I thought I was going to have to cancel that appointment because, like I said, the roads were closed, but one of the back roads opened up, so we went that way to Bakersfield. And we had a really wonderful meeting with her, and she's like your mama, she's just really sweet and likable, and she loved our kids, and she has a beautiful home and a really nice personality and way about her, and I'm just super excited to be going this way with the birth, because I had been wanting to do this with both my kids, and I had not like horribly tragic experiences with their births, but just not what I wanted, not what I expected, not what I had hoped for. So with this, it'll be like low interventions and minimal, disruptions and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited. And the moment I called her, I just felt immediately relieved. And I felt like I was going to have to convince Cedric that it was the right way to go, because, we'd be paying out of pocket. And so he was still sleeping when I had made the appointment with her. And I go in and I'm like, okay, here's the deal. I have an appointment with a doctor, but children aren't allowed. We're going to have to find a babysitter. So I felt really bad about it and just not very comfortable with the idea. So I called a midwife, and her fee is $3,800, and you can sleep in your own bed after we have the baby, and it'll be comfortable. We don't have to leave. We don't have to rush. We don't have to worry. And he's like, sounds like you're having a home birth. And that's all he said. And I was like, okay, really? And so it's working out, it's the right way to go. And we've been praying about it, and it's the answer. So I'm really, really excited about it, and I'm really excited about this baby. At first, I thought I was going to hate the idea of having another kid added to my little brood, but it's really exciting, and I just can't wait. I'm already knitting like crazy. I got 4 little hats right here, and I'm working on another one. We went to Walmart when we went down to Bakersfield, and I had to stop myself from collecting home birth supplies of like sheets and towels. I did grab like candles and like baby onesies, like plain white baby onesies, but I put them back because I'm like, you're crazy, you're only 10 weeks pregnant, slow down. I did grab like baby binkies, and I have those, and I figure, just buy a little bit at a time and stock up and have things ready. And I've got my red raspberry leaf tea right here that I've been talking and not drinking. My midwife says that I should start drinking this. Just drink a hair. So I had some left over, but I ordered some more. So I got that coming in the mail. And she also said alfalfa was really good. And I need to order some ginger for the nausea. I think I ordered something else for the pregnancy, but I can't remember what. Anyways, so we're planning a home birth in a pool, a birth pool. And so I've been doing a lot of research about that and research into the different kinds of pools. And I've decided I'm going to get the birth pool in a box. And it's basically like an egg-shaped pool. Or like stirring. It's rather large. I mean, it could fit 2 people very comfortably. It's got handles on the outside, like 3 pairs of handles anywhere you feel like grabbing. And it actually comes with a cup holder in it. It's an inflatable pool. It's going to be July, and it's going to be in the back room, you know, with the windows open, and so I'm sure the water won't be too frigid. We're going to buy like a new bed with our tax return, king size bed, so we have a queen now, and we're going to put that in the back room also, and that's going to be like our little birthing center back there. I'm going to have, you know, the bed and the bouncy ball and sheets laid out, and I'm going to have it really beautifully decorated with like curtains and twinkle lights and flowers and candles. So it'll be a very relaxing and homey and cozy, and I'm just really excited. So yeah, I keep mentally organizing lists, and I have this huge list of birth supplies that people have suggested on birth boards that I've been looking at, and so I'm just really excited to start getting ready. So yeah, I've known for about a month, and we've been keeping it pretty quiet until we can find out for sure how far along I am. And then I guess we'll start telling people. I'm really excited now. Oh, if you have any questions about home birth and the whole process, and if that sounds really hippie to you and like weird, and why would the heck would you do that, I really suggest watching The Business of Being Born. Cedric and I watched it together right after we decided to go with a midwife, and it's very interesting and educational on the whole process, and just right up our alley, because we were very unsatisfied with the births we had. You know, it's like both times the exact same thing happened. The doctor wasn't there, and I was dilated 10 and started pushing, and they held my baby's head in until the doctor arrived. And that's just crazy. You know, that's not right. That's not normal. Not natural for your body to, you know, fight against its natural urges like that. So we're really excited about being able to be comfortable and at ease. You know, they strap you to the table. They say you can get up and walk around, but when we went in, they're like, no, you have to be monitored and stay here in bed. You can't get up. And so when you're in that much pain, being able to move around and rock and walk would have helped enormously, and I would have been able to cope. But because I couldn't cope with the pain by moving, they wouldn't let me move, I resorted to getting drugs, and both like Stadol, and then also with Lorelai I got an epidural, which I hated. So this time we'll be able to have much better coping mechanisms and management, and just, you know, it's everything we want and nothing we don't. So I'm so excited. Oh, so yeah, I thought I'd get this all talked out because I'm already almost a quarter of the way done, and so here we go. Another baby on the way. The Murillo's having a trio of children. So, okay. I'll be back with more info. With the ultrasound info. So, see you later. Bye.